Coming to headline tonight. Just to throw some numbers at you, £200,000 he's raised over the online shows that he's done. We were lucky to have him do one for us, and we raised over £22,000 in one show alone. So that again is I'm lucky to have him a friend. We're lucky as an industry to have someone that's fighting so hard to help grassroots live music. We're also lucky to have someone that's prepared to put himself on a pedestal and do a show like this show is tonight, because, you know, a lot of people are talking about it, there's a lot of pressure on us, there's a lot of pressure on him, and it's incredible that he's come forward to be able to do it. It's amazing to have him play. I think it's now time to welcome on stage the one and only Mr. Frank Turner.
So I was thinking about what song I was going to play first. The first kickback. And after watching Jay's set, I thought I'd start with a new one. We'll get some ones that you know in a little while. This song's about what we're doing this evening. I didn't write it yesterday, but it's a new one. Drops in the bar, it's going to be biblical. The second that the sing-along starts, it's going to be scriptural. So sound the alarms and the horns and the bells and the churches. Bring your parents and your children into the streets and pour open the hatches. 'Cause I've been missing the feeling when we close up the gaps between us. It's better than the best benediction, it's more bracing than bloodlust. But we've been waiting and wondering, practicing and praying, slaving and slavery, gathering ourselves to the gathering. We've been huddled in our houses for however many days, like survivors. But we've been dutifully paying our dues and paying heed to our advisors. But we're pent up and we're pissed off and we're perilously close to the precipice. Yeah, with ballerinas in ballet shoes and brothel creepers coming out of chrysalis. It comes down to this, we're missing the feeling when we close up those gaps between us. It's better than the best benediction, more bracing than bloodlust. We've been practicing and praying, waiting and wondering, saving and slavery, gathering ourselves to the gathering. This is our mantra, gather together, strengthen our numbers, look out for each other. This is our mantra, gather together, strengthen our numbers, look out for each other. And I'll be the preacher, and this is the scripture. Once more with feeling, this is a gathering. This is a gathering. This is a gathering. Just before Jay everything only you knew. If you remember me, you could save me from the way I tend to be, way I tend to be. Some days I wake up, days my dear, I don't know where I am. I've been running now so long, I'm scared, I've forgotten how to stand. And I stand around in airport bars, I gather thoughts to think.
all I had was one long road you would drive a man to drink. Then I remember you and the way you shine like two pin on you do. If you remembered me, you could save me from the way I tend to be. 'Cause I said I love you so many times that the words couldn't die in my mouth. I meant it each time with these beautiful passions, but somehow it never works out. And you stood apart in my colors heart, and you told me, and here's what I learned: that love is about all the changes you make, not just three small words. And then I catch myself catching your scent on someone else in a crowded space, and it takes me somewhere I cannot quite place. And then I remember you and the way you shine like truth in on you. Just finally ready to listen, and he was there alright. And though he'd probably kill me just for saying this, given how the both of us are atheists, but there it is. There must have been a moment just before you hit the water when you were filled with a sense of peace and understanding, with the wind in your hair and a light in your eyes as you realized you were finally escaping. But somehow in that moment you miraculously missed it, like a wave across a bay, never breaking. That's how I like to think of you, never falling, never landing, floating slowly out to sea and always smiling. You're always smiling. God, how I miss you, man. It was just weeks before you left that we were speaking. I just wish that you had told me you were leaving before you walked your final mile. I'm not pissed off at you, man, but you had something in your soul that we could recognize. You were one of us, but you worked out how you could survive, at least for a while. There must have been a moment just before you hit the water when you were filled with a sense of peace and understanding, with the wind in your hair and the light in your eyes as you realized you were finally escaping. But somehow in that moment you miraculously missed it, like a wave across a bay, never breaking. That's how I like to think of you, never falling, never landing, floating slowly out to sea and always smiling. It's quite something. Who knew? And by the way, it's also very important to mention the incredible Kira Hayden, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. Kira's an incredible musician, songwriter, and human being, and she was in fact in my band for a little while before Matt Nazir joined the band. And with all due respect to Matt Nazir, it was a lovely time having her in the band. So Kira, I fucking love you. Let's have Kira Hayden. So we've got a few songs left to go this evening. This is a song about the journey. So sorry, I was talking about the pilot show. That's where I was. Yes, right. Hi, good morning. I remember how to do gigs. Yeah, so, you know, this is the thing. There's a lot of issues with this setup. I mean, you know, financially this is very difficult for a music venue to sustain doing this kind of thing. This kind of distancing is weird. You know, there are potential downfalls and all this kind of thing. But there's two reasons why I think that we should do the show and why I came here to do the show tonight. The first of which is to show that that me and the venue and all of you guys are willing to like try and help. Do you know what I mean? To demonstrate. We're not just going to sit at home going, oh, it's all fucked. Do you know what I mean? It's pointless. Nothing will change unless we try. So this isn't the end of anything. This isn't the great moment at the end of lockdown when we run into the streets and hug. But it might be the beginning of something. Is my intent. That's what I think we should do. So please do fill out all those forms and the rest of it. Which neatly brings us to the second reason we're here, and it's hope. That's why we're here. It's hope, isn't it? Like the love of this fucking thing. I mean, being on this stage, being with you guys, you're not on the other side of a phone. You're really there. I want to touch you. I'm not supposed to. You know what I mean? It's like, this is fucking awesome. This is when lockdown happened, I lost my job, basically, for a time. You know what I mean? I lost my identity. This is what I fucking do. And I cannot tell you how much it means to be on a fucking stage in front of people again. Thank you so much. This is well, it slightly depends how you want to cut it, but it sounds best if you say it this way. This is my 22nd year on the road. I mean, I haven't been on tour for 22 years. I did my A-levels at some point. And it's definitely the weirdest one so far. But we're still fucking here. People still want this. I still want this, and we're going to keep doing it. So. I thought Jay's first song made me fucking cry, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. This song is not as good as that song, but it's a song about a journey. This song's called The Journey of the Magi. And here's the thing. There's a bit in the middle of this song where if you felt like it, you could hum. Follow my lead. Moses was old, a chill in his bones, falling apart. He knew in his heart his time had come. As he lay in his tent in the hot desert sands, he smiled at how he would never see his promised land. He sang, I could have lived and died an Egyptian prince. I could have played safe, but in the end, the journey brought joys that outweigh the pain. Now Odysseus sat, tired and alone. He'd always held out against all the doubts that he would come home. But now he was here, his soul felt estranged. His child and his dog, his wife and his gods, everything changed. He sang, I could have stayed and ruled as an Ithacan prince. I could have played safe, but in the end, the journey's brought joys that outweigh the pain. It's a backwater town, to a legend defiled, now king but a child, too small for a crown. He said I could have lived with my gods as a Persian prince. I could have played safe, but in the end, the journey's brought joys that outweigh big pain. Some paupers and kings, princes and thieves, singers of songs, writers of wrongs, be what you believe, and saddle your horse, shoulder your load, and burst at the seams, be what you dream, and then take to the road. I should explain what's going on here. I forgot to do the whole intro for that song. These are people who don't sing along, I guess. This was the idea. This is Marcel Marceau, or yeah, I think that's Mr. Bean. And that's Charlie Chaplin, who was last on this stage 119 years ago, because he fucking did play here, ladies and gentlemen. Charlie fucking Chaplin. I've just noticed that I've been handed a Corona as a beer. You know what, that's on brand as well, that is. Anyway, listen, I've got a couple more songs for you, but before I go...
This is the first step for the Grand. It's also the first step for the industry in general to try and get back to putting on shows and events that you guys can come to and enjoy. If at any point you get frustrated by the process, please bear with it. This is what we need to do to move forward. This is a baby step for the Grand, but it's a massive step for us at the same time. You've helped save it over the course of the last 4 months by donating to us and donating to many other venues, I imagine. And now it's the time to now continue to make sure we can all open and then stay open to be able to go back to normal in the future when you can come in and enjoy gigs like we used to do. In the meantime, just have an amazing, safe time doing what happened tonight. So thank you all so much. Thank you. So.